and sisters.
It is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Whoop whoop, party time! Hello everyone, welcome to... Wait, I've got the music off. Welcome to a MalkieriCon party stream, like announcements and stuff. And please welcome my guest. Some of you have met her in person if you've been to JordanCon in 22, or if you came to MalkieriCon last year. Some of you will just know her from being around Discord. Please welcome our Chief Event Officer, Kayla. Hey.
Hi.
That's a great shirt you're wearing there, by the way.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, I have a matching one.
Hey, look at that. It's almost
Twins.
like we coordinated. No, we didn't actually do that.
No, we didn't actually. I just put mine on and then you popped on and you were like, I'm wearing mine. So hello, everyone in chat. Welcome for joining. This is weird. I'm streaming during daylight. This is odd.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're going to have some fun. We're going to tell you some of the things happening at MalkieriCon this year, which is in like 43 days or something crazy. I need to double check that now. I've got on the screen a timer, folks, but that's actually for ticket sales. But that's just in person ones. I need to be clear about that because I realized someone was like, "Wait, can I get digital passes? Is that a thing?" I was like, "Yeah, of course it is," and it wasn't very clear. So thank you to Zool and I think Iradia both chatting about that in my Discord server, pointing out that it wasn't very obvious you can get a digital pass to the convention, and that is genuinely a thing. Okay, I've just confirmed that it's 43 days to the convention, so that's good. We're ready, aren't we?
Yes. I mean,
Yeah, we're
more ready than we were 2 days ago.
That's a good start. I mean, that works for me.
Yeah.
Folks, if you have questions about the convention, feel free to throw them in chat, or if you're watching back later, you can throw them in the comment section and I will reply to them. We're already seen one in there. And that's Dane asking, can the digital ticket holders get shirts too? I'm glad you asked that.
Dana always asks the best questions.
She does always ask the best questions.
She's great.
So yeah, last year, Tree, the wonderful artist Tree, made our artwork, and we worked out a deal with Tree that's in essence Tree could sell the merch to, you know, to try and pay for some of her time and such, and we used it on the badges and things like that. This year we've done it a little differently because I would love to be able to sell the con merch, and you know, it was all, you know, it was brand new last year and such. So we've worked out a different deal this year. Thank you so much, Tree. And we will be selling the merch, and I'm going to be unveiling some of the said merch today. But part of that will include you can buy the t-shirt. So don't worry about that, folks. Yeah, Dana says that answer was so confident. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's been a busy year. So, but we're getting there. We've got some wonderful people. I see some of them in chat that are on the committee. So hello, Sulin. I saw someone else in chat earlier. But also, I don't know if she popped back. Memo's in chat, or was. Hi,
Memo.
Memo is one of the things we're going to talk about today, because it's going to be the first Wheel of Time convention Memo's going to in person. I'm excited about that. I know you are, Kayla.
I'm very excited. Memo's great.
Yeah, Memo is great. Memo does like everybody's chibis and stuff, which is just, you know, crazy. And last year couldn't come because Memo was creating new life, which was totally valid.
Mini Memo.
But mini Memo, yes. And you know, this year she's like, no, I'm coming. So Memo's going to come, and Memo's going to do a class for us about making chibis. Should we tell them what'll happen in that, or should we save that for a hot sec? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to tell, or shall I?
Yeah, I mean, I can talk about it.
Go for it.
The idea gal. So
yes, as you can tell by my name, folks, I'm just the guy with the mic.
So we knew that Memo was going to be coming, and we were kind of tossing around some ideas on how we could have her engage with our audience and what would be, you know, something, a unique experience. And we came up with the idea of, we are going to, with obviously Memo's wonderful help and skills, create a MalkieriCon exclusive chibi. So we are going to create our own character. We're going to choose what the gender identity is going to be of this character, the nationality. We're going to choose different options for their gear and their clothing and their attitude and all of the great things. So we collectively as a group are going to go through an exercise with Momo and go through all of that and be able to pick and create a first time world exclusive MalkieriCon chibi.
Yeah. Memo's we've set enough time for this, hopefully. Memo wasn't worried about the time slot I gave her, so that was a good response. Memo, if you're listening and it's not long enough, we'll fix that. Yeah, Memo will be taking all the suggestions. She's got whole slides put together and things that will work on it, and we will, see her create it and draw it live in front of us. And if she doesn't finish it in the full time slot, I'm sure it'll just be like finishing touches and coloring in, and she'll sort that out. But there's something else cool about Memo that's happening at MalkieriCon this year. And if you've been following Memo's Instagram account or like she's been putting on Twitter and things like that, Memo's been asking you about merch. Okay, she's doing sticker books and all sorts of crazy things. That's because Memo's not just coming and running a drawing class. Memo is going to be MalkieriCon's first ever vendor, and she will be selling merch at the convention. She came to us and said, is this a thing? It's not something Kayla and I had talked about. The con it's not a big con yet. It will be one day, obviously. But it's not, we were small. We're like, we'll sort out the fun and then we'll add in things like that. And Memo asked, and we were like, no, let's give this a go. So Memo's never been a vendor before either. So Memo's, it's a good testing experience for both of us. And then I'm sure everything will go well. And then next year maybe we'll do more. But yeah, you can come and actually buy merch from Memo as well. So as you're saying in chat, that is so cool. Yeah, thank you, Kayla. Another Kayla in chat. That is the better half of the Wolf Brother 7 pair. And Leon obviously came last year. I feel like I should put my Hodori back on for this stream. Yeah, I feel like I haven't put mine on either. It's literally sat here right next to me. I just haven't put it on, but I might be saving that for the cosplay that I'm doing. So yeah, folks, if you want to grab your ticket, if you haven't grabbed your ticket yet, you want to come in person, you have 21 days, 18 hours, 50 minutes, and like 10 seconds left, not to be too precise. All you need to do is go to the web address that's pinned in chat if you're here in person. If you're not and you're here later, make sure it's in the description, but it's MalkierTalks.com, and just go to the MalkieriCon section or MalkieriTalks.com/registration if you want to go straight there, and just follow the links. It's all very simple. There's buttons. It's very easy to follow, and you can get a regular ticket. This year we're still doing the deal where you get the regular ticket to enter and a deal on getting the t-shirt, which will be there waiting for you at registration. Or if you're unable to travel, because we understand it's a long way, a lot of people are in different countries, then you can just get a digital ticket if you can't attend in person, and that option will be there too. And we'll have some fun. So shall we show some merch, or shall we talk more panels?
Let's talk a few more panels. Let's not steal Memo's thunder with our merch yet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. So we have some recurring panels this year, and we have some new panels this year. So things like the quiz on Sunday morning, that's coming back. But we've upped the fun on Friday night, haven't we?
We have. Yeah.
Yeah. So on Friday night last year, because we're a weekend con, it's the Saturday and Sunday con. It's what works best for the hotel we're based at. It's just the best offer we can get for everybody and the best experience we can make out for them. So we do full days, Saturday and Sunday, which is different to the other Wheel of Time conventions. But people turn up on Friday, obviously. They don't want to land at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning to Saturday morning. Days wrong. Saturday morning.
One of those. They show up at some point.
Yeah, they show up at some point, and then
that's not the day it starts.
Yeah, well, there was someone who unfortunately couldn't get there till like late on Saturday or something. And there were some people that had travel issues. But a lot of people turned up on Friday, and even though we don't have the official con space, we decided we'd throw something together. So we are doing a hunt for the horn, and it's a legit thing. There is a horn. You don't get to keep the horn because it's going to be an annual event. That'll be fun in Prague next year.
But it's like a lot of things in Prague next year. Our luggage next year for Prague will be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Like, sir, can can we check this bag, please? Can you go ahead and open this? What is this? Why do
No,
you have these for?
I'm gonna
What
have
is
to.
this for?
I'm gonna have to be like get like a I don't know what is it, like a post box, something I can just have like stuff delivered to in Prague, or someone who's driving could be like, can I have it delivered to you, and you put it in the back of your car. It's a little less confusing. The fun of trying to do conventions in other countries with what we're going to experience next year. But yeah, we're going to have, in essence, folks, it's going to work like a scavenger hunt. So it's not going to be crazy complicated, but it's going to take you through a couple of stops at Manchester and end at a fun local bar where we can just, have some fun for the evening, hang out, and get to know everyone we saw last year who's come back, and all the folks that have joined us this year that weren't here before, who are around on Friday, because we kind of half did that Friday last year. So we were like, let's do it again.
Yeah, really what happened is Rob ditched me to go have a few pints with his friends. And so we decided we may as well make it an official part of the con so that we could justify Rob ditching me.
I mean, we couldn't set up. There was nothing to do. People were out having a drink.
There was nothing. But we're really excited.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And whoever wins, it'll be timed. So it's not going to be a case of there'll be early registration as part of this. So you can turn up at the hotel, do your check-in if you're staying there, or wherever you are. Some people are staying other places. Some people are just traveling straight in because there's a couple people that live so locally they can just turn up every day, and that'll be easy for them. So whatever's working for people, you can turn up. There'll be early registration. We will have space to do that, and you can get your badge and your goodie bag, which I saw in chat a question about honey cakes. And yes, this will be the only other year you can get honey cakes. There's no possible way I can be making honey cakes in Prague next year. So if you want to experience a honey cake at MalkieriCon, you have to come this year. So, but it's, you can turn up, get your goodie bag, get your honey cake, and then get your first clue and head on the scavenger hunt. And it'll be timed. So you'll get a time when you leave. I'll time you when you arrive, and we'll work out who was fastest. And whoever wins, that person or team get to be the heroes of the Horn for that year. And they will be immortalized on our website and have bragging rights for an entire year.
I mean, really forever, because this is the first time we're doing it. So
we'll do it again.
Yes, but this is the first time.
No,
so
this is true. Yeah,
the first winner. First winners are.
Yeah, that's extra bragging rights, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, digital honey cakes. One Power Ballads is asking. Sadly not. But yeah, Memo's excited for honey cakes. Welcome back to chat, Memo. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's Friday night. It's it's not an official part of the con, but it is part of the con, and it's on the schedule. Speaking of which, the schedule is on the website now. So you can go to MalkierTalks.com and you can actually check out the schedule now if you're unsure about attending and you're like, what are you actually going to do? And you can go and check it out and see what we're up to. So it's do the heroes of the Horn have responsibilities? I mean, I feel like we need to give them some now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. And now they're asking for maybe the recipe as a digital honey cake. I mean, it's on my Facebook page. I probably put it out there when I originally made it, but it's on the YouTube on the video. There's the description, has all the ingredients on there, so you can make it. But yeah. Kaz is going to bring a silver bow so people can pose as the heroes. That's fun.
That's good. I love that. Yeah.
I love that idea.
Well, and I think it's important for anybody that, is maybe a little hesitant about, I don't know if that's really that's not my jam. I'm not interested in doing that. We will still have registration Saturday morning. So certainly if you can't make it in time, or like I said, maybe you're not a scavenger hunt and meet up at a pub person, totally fine. We'll still have registration. So it's not like this is your only opportunity. And, we're going to be mindful of any sort of strenuous exercise. This is for fun. Just give you a little quick walk around Manchester. It's a pretty walkable city for anybody that came last year and partook in the tour that Rob did. So it's not anything too terribly bad. You know, when we looked at the couple of places we were going to send people, assuming that you go directly A to B to, you know, whatever it is, 12 minutes of walking, unless you get lost. Exactly. So nothing. Yeah. Don't want to scare people away. Don't want people to think we're sending you on a 20 question hunt and, you know, it's going to be written in the old tongue or anything like that. Certainly not.
No. And for anyone who doesn't want to do the scavenger hunt, be like, I just want to go to the pub. Be like, we'll be able to tell you where to go.
Yes. As long as you don't tell anybody else, the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No cheating.
So, and obviously once registration closes, anyone who then turns up can just find out where to meet us and go from there.
Yes.
But likewise, don't share with people that are doing the hunt, because, you know, we're going to trust your, you know, you're sticking to an honor code and, you know, just not ruining the fun for everyone who wants to play, but obviously not being left out if you're like, hey, I just want to turn up at the pub and hang out. And the pub is happy to have us. I chatted to them literally this morning, and they're excited to see us, and they will be serving food. So if you're like, do I have to eat first? No, you can turn up at the pub and have food there as well. So it's, you know, it's going to work well.
Yeah.
Here, horn hidden in a kebab food truck. No, Nils, but that kebab place that you went to last year is still there, Nils. So you'll definitely have time to grab it online.
Oof, could you imagine if we did hunt for the horn on the Curry Mile?
Oh, wow. I mean, that's a trek from where we are, but that would
and it might be more difficult to find than the actual horn was.
That is so true. You could definitely get more lost than they got in the books trying to find it in the Curry Mile. Memo's got a fun question. How many people usually come in cosplay? It's Memo's first Wheel of Time convention, so feels unprepared. Last year we had, I would say, easily a good dozen or so in cosplay. Would you say, Caleb? Probably a few more, but they didn't want to enter the costume contest.
Yeah, I'd say across the 2 days and then including the evening activity we did Saturday, I'd say about 25%.
Yeah.
So
there'll be a fair number of people. I'm working on my first cosplay that's actually like a cosplay more than, I don't know, some random collection of half fancy dress outfit crap that I bought on the internet. Although I obviously did buy what I've got to wear on the internet. It's a bit more care than before. So I'll be doing like a first proper cosplay. I'm trying to convince Kayla. Kayla's got something that's suitable for an Aiel.
Yeah, because Kayla's 6'2" and has red hair.
Yeah, but we could get you daggers and then you could stab people.
I have Thor's hammer.
We only just see that because of the blurring effect on the camera. Hold it in front of you. There we go. We have Thor's hammer.
It is a wine bottle stopper, so it is quite sharp.
It is. There we go. That's your stabby stab.
That is my stab. So it's multi-purpose. You know, I could stab people. It's heavy. I could hit people, and I love Thor. Yeah.
So, oh god, Nadine says the Curry Mile's gone downhill recently. You might end up playing Hunt for the Loo. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, so maybe it's a good job we're not going down the Curry Mile. Maybe. Charlie was one of the people who cosplayed last year, working on cosplay this year, discovered that your head is too big for cheap wigs off eBay. I did see you comment somewhere about the wigs that you were trying out. So, there are people working on them. Nadine's going to be there in her Wise One garb. Nadine, you looked great last year, so excited to see you again this year. And Nadine, did I see you in the server? You were like doing 3D printing for a dagger, if I remember correctly. That's fun. And Kaz says Kayla is our Wise One. This is this is very true. She is Chief Events Officer for a reason. Loyal's Library is actually joining us this year. Will the Theory Convention be in town asking for a friend? It'd be great to see you, Brian. I have no idea. We didn't know that Furry convention was going to be there, or that Furry, whatever it was. We took a tour down Canal Street on the Saturday last year, and there were a group of furries just hanging about. It's in the pictures you can see on the website. It's
probably
really
just
cute.
A pretty standard Saturday on
Canal Street
in Manchester. It's an eclectic environment. Yeah.
It's a real fun environment. There's always something on the go, and people are always so great. So, I'm sure there'll be something hilarious happening. Should you choose to take a wander on the lunch breaks, because there's no walking tour this year. We're staying inside a bit more because, we don't have, unfortunately, we don't have the sword lessons this year. Jim and Dylan, they got invited to a wedding for their best friend. Exactly the same weekend, and I was like, you kind of can't say no to that, but they're going to try and join us in Prague. I'm going to book them early. So we don't have to worry about setup for that or wait for to gym to turn up or anything. So it's no walking tour this year. That was just a fun first year thing. But yeah,
and we've kind of replaced it with the scavenger hunt anyway. So
exactly, we've replaced it with the scavenger hunt. So we're still getting you out. It's just not at the lunch times, but it's going to be fun. Nadine is making the dagger. I was right, and you're going to donate one for the auction if you do it again. That would be incredible, folks. Yes, we are running our charity auction again this year. I'll be sending out notifications about that. I'm just trying to get some information about where the charity is at the moment, like what it's been up to and such, as an update, so that we can, tell you what all the good things are doing and what they used the money we raised for last year. And I'm in the search for some fun items. I've got a couple of people you might know the name of, hopefully gonna give us a couple of things, and we're working on some things ourselves. So it's gonna be Charlie. I love that. That's great. If you come as a Rage Archer, Rob will say evil, even though all the Archers have dark friends. I mean, that's true. I was calling you evil all weekend, but it was fun. You answered back, so I appreciated that. So yeah, hopefully we can raise a lot of money for Chicken Rescue UK again at our charity auction. We've got, like I say, some really cool items, I think, that are starting to come together. So, and Sulin's got something to donate as well. Thank you, Sulin. Appreciate that. See you in chat. And did I see Eamon's Air in chat? Oh, yes, they are Eamon's Air. Eamon's Air, I don't think I will ever forget you turning up last year. Kayla, do you remember? This is the gentleman who turned up and on the Friday night as well. I was like, basically, the man was in hospital for pneumonia or something, was it?
Walked out of hospital, came to convention. It's dedication.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah. Checked himself out and was so just engaged with everything. I mean, everyone was really engaged. It was a lot of fun. But just the way he turned up was just like, so yeah, I just checked myself out of hospital because I wanted to be here. I was like, dude, are you okay? You know? So yeah, it was great. Kayla, you've put together like a fun panel this year. So last year you did tea. We're not doing tea this year. Although I'm trying to convince Kayla to put tea together so you can buy it and make it yourself at home, folks. Because the tea was, apart from one of the teas, which was obviously designed to not be a fun experience, because it was, what was it called again?
It was the fork root tea. The
fork root tea, yes, there we go. You made the fork root tea. That's obviously not a casual drinking tea because we were trying to emulate fork root. But there's, you made a lot of fun teas. I'm trying to convince you to make them, folks. So put that in chat, like make tea. But you've put together a different panel this year with a few of the other folks. So am I right in thinking it's Lena's going to join you?
Yes.
Laura's going to join you. Obviously, you'll be there. No Katie this year, sadly.
No Katie this year. She's breaking my heart, but
yeah, she's looking after herself though. She's getting that LASIK, so fair enough. So we'll be on the hunt for that, and I will mention that soon, folks, about panelists and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you the name of the panel, and you can all be shocked, and then Kayla will explain it a little bit. So the panel was called Nynaeve is the Worst. And there we go. Why is Nynaeve the worst? Why are we calling it that?
I mean, those are two separate questions.
Okay, let's go with the why are we calling it that.
Oh, okay.
Why you don't like
I mean, I can tell you why Nynaeve is the worst.
Why are we calling it Nynaeve? Why is we calling the panel Nynaeve is the worst?
So we have a new member of our committee. Her name's Lena. Some of you, if you attend, will get the opportunity to meet her. And during one of our meetings, we started talking about, and Katie was part of the discussion as well, about unpopular opinions about Wheel of Time. And I happen to be in number one perpetrator of unpopular opinion. I think Nynaeve is the worst character in the book across all the books.
And folks, Flowin as well.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
And I have my reasons, and I know it's shocking. I have my reasons, and
Niels, you have no idea how funny this comment is that you've just made, and I will mention. I feel after this we'll start talking about merch a little bit. I'm going to come back to this comment in a bit.
Yeah, so it was born from a funny conversation we were having during a committee meeting. We don't accomplish a lot during committee meetings, but we have a good time. And so we started talking about, wouldn't it be really interesting and enjoyable to have people, give them the safe space to really share and express their true feelings and their unpopular opinions. And, I have not been shy about my naive opinions. I have not met a lot of people in the fandom. I've met some, and anyone that wants to have that conversation with me, I just charge right in. I think it was one of the first things that I mentioned to Rob when I first started reading the books when we became friends. I
think you were like not even half a book in. You're like, I don't like Nynaeve.
I'm like, nope. Who's this?
People start like that. I'm sure you'll develop an appreciation later. She's on like book 9 and 10, and she's like, still don't like this chick. And I'm like, no, keep it going. And at the end, you'd be like, well, it's the last page, and I don't like her. So, all right, fair enough. Oh, memo. I actually low-key really despise Nynaeve for the first few books. I feel like I'm going to get lynched for this.
That's you know what? Solidarity, sister. Like, it's okay. I get that. I mean,
the white cloaks are kind of okay. See, this is what we want to do. We want to have fun because you don't have to like get up and like fully defend it. This is not a court of law. It's a safe space to have fun and actually be able to share. Think because good books you love and hate things about them.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, I am a bibliophile, and I'm out here with unpopular opinions about authors and book characters, and I just have not met a fandom that is as passionate about things as the Wheel of Time fandom is. And I think it would just be really fun for all of us to get the opportunity to be like, you know what? Rand is a terrible dragon. It should have been Matt. Or, whatever it is there. I don't want to spoil because there are some opinions out there, and we're going to give people an opportunity to share those. Yeah. And it'll be fun.
Yeah. And we're hoping to give it a twist because unpopular opinions is, it's not that uncommon an idea for a discussion. But we wanted to put a fun twist in it, and we're going to have, like not just which is the best unpopular opinion, but we're hoping to pull together a few extra things so that we can, make it something that is not just a panel and that happens every year, but there's like some bragging rights and maybe something you can get doing it. We need to finalize to make sure we're not promising things we're not going to deliver. But yeah, there's going to be some fun twists with it and some things that will then count towards the ongoing years of MalkieriCon. So it's a fun project that, again, just developed out of a random conversation.
We're going to give you the opportunity to earn your Heron Markblade in cutting opinions about Wheel of Time.
There we go. So love that. Yeah, and Anna, you are right. The best thing about Wheel of Time is so much that people can pick, their favorites and least favorite characters. There are lots to go through. Yeah, it's people are having fun with this one in chat already. Like Charlie, boo, lovingly, and Nils, I loved your comment about the white cloaks. Are kind of
that's a good one. That one, I get that one. That one gets me like squishies. I know it's unpopular. This is, if you heard about last year, we did the bingo game as like an icebreaker. I put random things on there, and it was a way to get to know people. And I put something to the effect of Brandon Sanderson is overrated.
Yeah. The idea behind the bingo card was you had to find a person who matched the box on the bingo card. For example, Brandon Sanders is overrated. We were pretty confident there was at least one person in the room who felt that way because that person was
me.
Kayla. Totally fair. And there were like easy ones like, We Love Land.
Wheel of Time Tattoo.
Wheel of Time
has
Tattoo.
read all of the books. Has not read all of the books.
Yeah. All those sorts of things. So yeah, we kind of follow that. We will do bingo again this year, folks, because we know there are people coming this year that didn't come last year, and it's more fun than it sounds. Bingo, like if you've never played, seriously, the way we play it it's good fun. I'm not up there with a cage and balls. You're out there talking to people and getting to know your fellow attendees. So yeah. Now we've got on to a discussion about baby Trollocs. Would a wolf Trolloc be a puppy Trolloc when they're little? That would be cute. And Nadine reckons they purr. What is going on here? This is hilarious. This sounds like I've had discussions about Shadowspawn before. But yeah, let's talk some merch, people. So as you may or may not have seen, I haven't uploaded it by itself, so let me just add that in quickly. I did reveal a while ago the actual con art for this year. As I say, the wonderful Tree has gone and created it again for us. I'm just going to pop up on the screen now. So there it is. Oh, I moved sideways. Yeah, so this is our artwork for this year. This is the 7 Towers of Malkier. If you look in the back, you can see the gap from last year's artwork. So Memo really has just,
Tree.
Tree. Sorry, because we were talking about Memo's art over there.
You're good.
Tree.
We're good.
Tree has, really gone out of her way to create something really special and connected to the artwork. Obviously, the crane is still there. And yeah, this is stunning. I remember she sent me like, oh, I'm half done. And I was like, this looks amazing. So I was kind of.
Rob and I are not artists.
No, so we're easily pleased when it comes to art.
And the
she's
progress reports she makes, we're like, we could just do this now. And she's like, oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no, Rob. So another shout out to Tree for doing this, because I really appreciate this. But yeah, like I said, we've changed it up, and this year it's going to be on merch. So we've got a few bits and pieces. We've got the nice easy things, so you can get it on like a sticker and things like that. Obviously, there's the t-shirt going on. There's a deal on the t-shirt if you buy it with an in-person ticket. It is purchasable online. It's a little bit more if you purchase it by itself, because obviously I want to encourage people to grab it at the con. But don't worry about that, folks. It's not going to be a case of the merch is only available up to the convention. The merch will stay on sale, and it'll be available afterwards if you can't get it straight away. So don't panic about that. But we've got lots of different fun things. So we've got silly things like we've got a nice little notebook, which I think that looks cute. Mm-hmm. And then we've got, obviously, got to have the classic t-shirt. If you've got a t-shirt, you need a hoodie. Keep yourself nice and cozy. You need to keep yourself hydrated at conventions. So why not have a water bottle? And this one actually says it goes all the way around, and this is Kayla's idea. So thank you again, Kayla. Shout out for that. It actually says, I love this clip here because it says always find water, which is great. But what it actually says around the bottle is, may you always find water and shade, which is obviously one of my sign-offs here at the Malkier Talk channel. So I'm really glad about that. And then we have, you can get yourself there's not a basic tote bag. This one is a great tote bag. Like it's going to be heavy duty. Awesome. Yeah, you can absolutely fill all your merchandise in this bag, and you can put all your con needs in it. It is going to be an ideal thing to have. And then sometimes people don't just want a water bottle, and maybe you want something that needs a lid. So you can get yourself a fancy drinking vessel with a metal straw, so it's nice and eco-friendly. It's going to be fun. So these things are on sale on the website right now, so you can go and purchase them. But before you do, I need to tell you something. And that is, folks, that we are doing a special offer. It will start when the stream ends. I'll send out the notification. If you have purchased an in-person ticket, or if you have purchased a digital ticket and you do so within the next 7 days, so you do so by August 2nd, you will receive a code that will give you 10% off the merchandise, because we want to celebrate its launch and give you all a bit of a discount. So if you've bought a ticket, our way of saying thank you is you can have a bit of a discount on the merch. So as soon as the stream ends, I'm going to send that out to anyone that has purchased a ticket. And then every day I'm going to just double check, and anyone who buys a ticket over the course of the next 7 days up until August 2nd will then get a code as well. The code does expire at 11:59 p.m. That's UK time. So in America, that would be Eastern of just before 7 p.m. at night. It would be 6:59, and obviously Pacific, that would be 3:59 in the afternoon. My math is working there, yes. But yeah, I will check that out regularly, and you will, if you buy a ticket over that time, then you get that code, and you can then purchase some merch at a discount. Obviously, if you're watching after this point and you buy a ticket, I'm just going to be eternally grateful, but I can't discount the merch forever. It's just not how it works. But yeah, so that'll be going out, folks. And what is this too late? What have you done? Nils, you need to talk to me. If you've gone buying stuff, like, dude, you should have just have it said to me, dude. It's so much easier for you, because no, it's terrible for it. yeah, folks, and these things aren't going to disappear. It's not like if you don't buy it the next week, you can't get it. It's going to be available up to the convention and afterwards. It'll stay on our website. As we add more things with different artwork over the years, maybe I'll streamline some of it. Maybe it'll be different sections. We'll work on that. Things will come and go. So don't worry, folks. Don't panic if you can't get to it. We're excited about the merch. We didn't have con merch last year that had the artwork on it because of how we were, obviously looking after Tree to make sure that she's compensated fairly for the work she's put in for us. And shipping was cheap. Okay, fine. It was crazy. But we're excited this year, so we wanted to be able to share that excitement with you, and you can check it out there. I say there's a sticker on there as well, and if you think, hey Rob, I'd love this as a merch item, send me a message and we'll see what we can create, because there's a wide selection of things on the service that we use, and I might be able to get something that fits. So yeah, that's good fun. I like being able to say, here, have a prize. I think Anna's just asked a question. Will there be possibly the buy online and collect at the con? If you contact me directly, the t-shirt obviously is part of the ticket price. That's fine. If you buy the ticket and t-shirt option in one go, that you'll be asked to the form will ask you for your size of t-shirt. There's a sizing guide on the site, so you can check that out. And then we will order them in advance once all those in-person sales have closed, so they get delivered here. And then when you turn up, we'll have a list of what size you ordered, and we will give that to you when you register. If you want to buy more merch and have it waiting for you here, just contact me directly. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on Discord. You can hit me up on Instagram as well. And you can do that via the convention accounts or the Malkier Talks accounts. Either one, I will get them on both platforms. So, send me that. And if I don't reply within a couple of days, because you've just caught me while I'm at work or something, just nab me again, and we will, get in touch and sort that out, because we can arrange that. I'm just not going to give out my address over the internet, weirdly enough. That's not something I would do, obviously.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I would prefer not.
I would also prefer not. But yeah, we can arrange to have things sorted so it turns up at secure places, so it'll be there waiting for you. That's something we can do. Not for hundreds of people, but we're small. This is we can work on this, and maybe next year we find a way to do that for Prague. So that's a fun thing. Before we carry on with anything else, this is our last year in Manchester. I say that like we've been in Manchester for a long time, and I mean, I have now. But the convention hasn't. It's only been once, and it'll be this year. But if you're unaware, folks, we are moving it to Prague next year. That started from just basically me saying, hey, this European convention, wouldn't it be fun if we moved places? And people were suggesting that. And I was like, well, if we go anywhere, we should go to Prague. And then that kind of cemented down to, I can't move the convention every 2 or 3 years. That's logistically just not really a doable thing. So we'll move the once, and we're going to move it to Prague. So folks, if you're watching and be like, actually, I can't attend, or I need to save up for it to attend in person, next year we'll be in Prague, and we'll be announcing dates for that, hopefully pretty soon after this year's convention, if not before or during, if we can manage that. But some point this year. Hey, you never know. At least dates. That's what I mean. Not like, we're definitely going here and it's booked and done. I mean, like dates that we can have temporarily booked, on hold with, so we can work on that. So when to book for, and then we'd be like, hey, it's confirmed. You can now buy a ticket type thing. So just to be clear on the stages. But yeah, we're going to go to Prague, and that's fun. So already looking forward to Prague. I'm glad to hear that. So
Prague is great.
Yeah. I haven't been, but I hear a few people wander around Prague, and Uno and Agador recently went, and I know they had fun, and they went on a second trip afterwards on like a little tour thing. And there's so many great pictures of Prague. I'm excited to go. So yeah. But folks, was there anything else? I feel like we've kind of covered most things there, haven't we? I'm not going to go through all the panels. That seems unnecessary. We've got a fun game, which I'm just going to bring back up. And then, unless there's any other questions about the con, folks, we're going to probably bring it to an end fairly soon. Because, then I can send out that email, folks. But, Nils, you put in chat when we were talking about Nynaeve being the worst. I beg your flaming pardon. And I know that you went to the website and you were checking out the schedule and you saw that, because that is the name of a panel this year. And folks, if you're familiar with a show called Actually, then you'll probably have a fair idea of what I mean by I beg your flaming pardon. So we're going to try a new game this year, a game that I've kind of thought, oh, yes, there we go. There's another question. We'll get that in a second. Thank you, Sulin. But we're going to play a game called I beg your flaming pardon. And it's basically based on the concept that nerds love correcting people. So we're going to have a lot of fun playing a game where I tell you a slightly wrong statement and you have to be the one that gets it right. And there'll be various rounds and stuff. It's hilarious. If you're not sure what it is, then go to YouTube and search Actually. It's hilarious. And the nerdier you are, the better the show is, because I watch it sometimes. I'm like, I don't know the answer to this, but I'll take a guess because it's fun. But we're going to do a Wheel of Time version. Have some fun.
You're very niche nerd. You're a very specific type of nerd. So yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah. One Power Ballad's asking, will it be for sure in September next year? Yes. We will do everything we can to have it in September. Will it be the first or second weekend again? Well, if we can, absolutely. If not, then it'll be the third or the fourth. But it's going to be in September. September is our month.
September, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then Sulin asked about the costume contest. We will be doing that again. It's funny you asked, Sulin, since you won last year. It's almost like you want to defend your title or something. Who knows? But yeah, we will be doing costume contest. It's going to be on the Saturday night. So Saturday night we have our social. So we're going to have like a little bit of a gathering before and just sort of hang out and have some fun. And then a little bit later on, I think we said around probably 8 or 8:30 in the evening because my timing's a bit late there actually. Sorry, more like 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be more like 9 o'clock. As the social's been on the go for a while and we're all just mingling and enjoying the bar and so on and so forth. Then around 9 o'clock, we'll be doing the costume contest. Everyone we're going to work a way that everyone can vote on it this year. It can literally just be a collective thing of people voting for funniest, best, most creative, whatever categories we decide to go for. And as soon as we've nailed down the information for what categories and things like that, it will be posted on the website so in advance. Make it, Nils, I love this, So One Power Ballad says book off all of September now. Yes, that's true. And Nils is like, make it a couple of weeks Euro trip. This is the way, folks. If you're in America, you're in another long distance country from Europe, and you're like, hey, it's a lot to get there. Make a trip out of it. See a bit of Europe. See a bit of Prague. It's Oh, Sulu wants to crown the next winner. Oh, okay. I like that.
We could probably do that. Yeah.
So I love that. That's a wonderful idea. Make a trip out of it, folks. I know a lot of people have said this. So, Any other questions? Anything else you think we should talk about, Kayla?
No, I think we've shared the information. We've got a lot of great stuff happening. Mm-hmm. We're continuing to work on details and getting everything nailed down, but we're super excited again this year. We got a great team. We've had some new additions to the committee, so you get a chance to meet them at the con. So
Lena and there'll be 2 people running around cameras this year. Lena and Laura will both be running around. Laura's doing the photo booth again. Lena's going to be there, probably like half watching everything, half stuck on socials, posting and things. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
we got a Gen Zer. We're really excited.
Yeah, Lil Z is gonna bring in that that
unique energy.
That unique energy. That's such a good way to describe it. Yeah, I love that. So folks, if you have any other questions we haven't answered them, you can post them in the comments afterwards, or you can contact us directly. You can do that through the website. You can do that on the socials. You can email MalkieriCon@gmail.com or MalkieriTalks@gmail.com. Either one, they'll both come through. We'll get them, and we hope to see you there. You have, like I say, 21 days and just over 18 hours to get your in-person tickets. But if you're attending digitally, and that is obviously a thing, those will be available right through the convention. You can even turn up on Saturday morning to the website and go and buy a digital ticket. You'll be automatically be sent the private links to the streams, and you'll be able to watch like 99% of what's on the go. I'm not going to stream all of the social. We're going to stream the costume contest. That's it. But all the panels will be streamed, so you'll just miss out on breaks and lunches, which, let's be honest, you don't want to watch people eat. That's weird. So
can enjoy. Maybe it's not.
That's that's fair.
We
So
don't kink shame here.
this is true. That's very true. Okay, so what time is registration open on Friday? Thank you, Sulit. That opens 6 p.m. on Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. That is on the schedule. Schedule is on the website, folks. If you filter through, it will turn up for you because Anna's asking that. And then on Saturday morning, registration opens at 8 a.m. Am I correct there, I believe?
Yes.
Yes, 8 a.m. So, yeah, and you can check out if you go to MalkieriTalks.com/MalkieriCon, you'll be able to follow the things through there, and you'll find the schedule listed. It might be subject change, and obviously we've not added any panelists. Oh, there we go. I kept thinking there's one thing we need to do, and I just remembered what it is. So I'm glad that I chatted about that, and now I've remembered. Folks, now that we have our schedule basically in place, we will be sending out a request for panelists. So it's very simple. If you want to be a panelist, just look out for the forms that we post out. We're going to send it to everyone who has already purchased a ticket in person, because obviously, panelists will need to be there in person. But if you haven't bought a ticket yet and you want to be considered to be a panelist, then just let me know and I'll be able to send you the form. It's just a simple Google form you fill in, and you can express your interest on things and tell us why you think you'd be a good panelist. But that will be happening very soon. That's going out in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that so that we can start putting lovely names to all the panels, and then you can just be ready and enjoy the event. So, yeah, I think we're done.
All right.
Yeah. Now I need to go see what Nils has done. How much? What did you do, Nils? I'm going to check my phone. I get notifications on my phone and be like, what has he done? So, yeah, I see this. Yeah, I see you, Nils. I see that. Okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, folks, watch out your inboxes if you bought a ticket, because they'll be going out in the next hour tops. Yeah, go check out the website. Get your ticket, whether you're in person or digital, and come and join us and have some fun. Voila, it's our last year in Manchester. And we're just going to have a blast. I can't wait. So, 1 second. Okay, Goat Brother says, right, so I'll check that out. I'll make sure the schedule is up and in places, and I'll make a nice version. We can just have like a digital file that we can share around as well, folks. So that will get posted. Okay, I'll work on that. The Wix that I use for the website, it's a little quirky about where things are, so we'll get that sorted. But yeah, okay, you found it. Brilliant, wonderful, folks. Like I say, if you have any trouble, just hit me up. So, Kayla, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you
sitting in our hallway.
Yeah, sitting in the hallway. Yeah, just the way things work out. Literally, Kayla's in the hallway out there, and Z was like, "I ain't getting on camera." So Z's, I think she said Minecraft upstairs. Did she? Bless her.
Yeah, I'm getting my Harry Potter on. I'm fully under the stairwell to our house, and you can see that the lighting keeps changing in here.
Yeah, this is the outside lighting and stuff. So, but yeah, and folks, if you're unsure, just chat to people and ask them about their experiences from last year. It was so much fun. I loved it. It's why I can't wait to do it again this year. So I hope if you are on the fence that we've given you some ideas and some reasons to come and join. But reach out if you have any questions and the website doesn't answer them in the FAQ. And I think that's it. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you later. I'm gonna play the outro. So bye everyone.
Bye.